And usually what happens in a relationship when both people are happy, you understand, that means that both people are sort of honoring each other's individuality. Because the part that really messes up relationships is that once people get into a relationship, they look at a relationship as like us, as we, which is not necessarily technically a bad thing to do, but at the same time, if you're losing out on your individuality in that relationship, then that's when you're going to feel suffocated. You're going to feel like, oh, why am I here? This is annoying. This person's annoying me, because you're not giving that person space to do them and be them. So it's like you have to share your experiences with the person, but you can't necessarily be with that person and try to make them do everything you want to do, and then, you know, your partner making you do what they want to do when it's not necessarily what you both want to do. You feel what I'm saying? So people have relationships like seesaws, where one is up and one is down, the other one's up, the other one's down. But if you guys are sitting on the seesaw and it's not going anywhere, and it's like a little bit more balanced, right? That's more of like a representation of, you know, each person sort of having their own individuality and bringing that to the relationship, and not really, you know, sort of making one person feel like, well, I have to do this because my spouse wants to do this, or I have to do that because this person wants to do that. And that's the part where people sort of fuck up in relationships. Like for example, right? Go ahead. You can say something.
So I was just gonna ask, Mr. Lucario,
right,
can you give examples of what people in relationships can do in order to
what?
To allow for that individuality? Can you give some specific examples?
Well, for example, like let's say, for example, there was a guy at this restaurant, right? And he basically was watching a game, right? And his wife wanted to go home because she was tired. So now he's like, okay, fuck it, I guess I'm gonna have to go home now because my wife is tired. And while he's putting on his coat, he's still looking at the TV with the game on. And as he's walking out, he's still looking at the TV with the game on. So now he's gonna get annoyed and inconvenienced because his wife wants to go home. So an example of the individuality would be, okay, honey, you want to go home? You take the keys, you go there, I'll take a cab. I'm still watching. Yeah, I'll catch you later. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing is,
right,
when people get into relationships, it's like, oh, we have to do everything together, or I have to sacrifice what I want to do because of you. You know what I mean?
So would an example be to say, we make time for each other's me time?
Yeah, like...
Or, like, give your husband time for his, like, being with his boys.
Right.
Right? So, like, if you have, like, a few days a week that are, like, this is your you time, and then some days a week that this is our time. Is that, like, an example of what you would
I mean, you could do that, but the point is, you want to get to the point where in your relationship, each person in the relationship is 100% themselves, and there's no, I need you to be here for me. So the relationship time that we have should be a mutual, like, we both actually want to spend time together, even if it's like an hour watching TV or something. We both really want to do this, versus the person like, oh, well, he or she wants to watch this show, so let me sit here and watch it with them, even though I don't feel like doing this. You feel what I'm saying?
But that has to happen sometimes.
What has to happen sometimes?
Sometimes your husband
together
wants to see a movie. You don't like watching movies.
Right.
But you go because there is a little bit of give and take.
But that's the thing, you shouldn't have to do that. But this is what I'm saying. There's going to be times where you both have things y'all both want to do together, and that's more authentic, versus y'all doing shit just because you feel obligated. And that's why people feel strained in relationships, because they're not being themselves, and they're not sharing time together. It's more like, you're my man.
Obligation.
You're my man. You're my woman. So I feel ownership, with you. So you're obligated to be with me and do this and do that. Instead of us saying, look, we're individuals. We like spending time together, and that's what we're gonna do. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below so you can send me a question and I'll do a video on it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.